everyone, welcome to Coalition's Getting Coffee During COVID. I'm really excited today. We have Debra Marable from MAD. She's been a longtime Coalition member, and I'm excited for you guys to get to know her. Hey, Debra, how are you?
Great. How about you?
I'm doing good, hanging in there, So thank you so much for joining me. Let's go ahead and get started. I wanted to start off with something light, because everybody's been going through such a hard time. I think it's important to add those little moments of joy in there. So let's talk
Right.
about our favorite candy. What would you say is your favorite candy?
Well, my favorite candy is hot tamales. That's always my go-to.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought for
And
sure it would be something chocolate. That's a popular one.
no, I don't know. I'm kind of a kid at heart, I guess, because I like things like sweet tarts and those kind of things. So hot tamales, though, is my go-to.
I love that. I don't really discriminate. I mean, I'll eat whatever is available.
Sure.
But if I had to pick, I probably would say I love those, and I'm not sure I'll say it right, Ferrero Rocher.
Yeah. Hmm.
Um,
Those
those
are
just
good,
make
though.
those make me feel fancy with their pretty packaging, so I really like those. So, for people who don't know about MAD, can you give like a little synopsis about what MAD does and what you do, what your role is with MAD?
Sure. One of the main goals with MAD is just preventing drunk driving. That's the main thing. And so basically, what we do is we bring awareness to the community on underage drinking, and then we go all the way through educating teens to adults, and then supporting the victims of the crimes that, of course, come out of that and how it affects everyone. So that's the main thing that we do.
And what is your specific role with MAD?
I'm the program specialist, and so basically I go out into the community and teach the teens about underage drinking and prevention of that and other drugs. And then I'll also do court monitoring and some law enforcement liaison in the community.
Awesome. Well, I know that Matt has done a lot of great work all over the country, so we're really appreciative of you guys and all the work that you do. And I'm excited because we have worked together on a lot of projects over the years. I feel like,
Exactly.
yeah, I love that our missions line up.
Hmm.
We work together with, you guys have the Power of Parents program, which is awesome because we know that when teens get their alcohol, they typically get it from friends and family. And a lot of times parents don't really understand how influential they can be. And you guys have that great program that we like to use when we do presentations.
Right.
So I like that we work together on that. Are there any other things that we've worked on with the coalition that you've really gotten excited about?
Well, a lot of times it's just mainly getting with, awareness with the community. And one of the programs that I worked on with you is the KBAT thing in Kilgore. And working with the students there, we meet basically monthly and talk with the kids and see if there's things that we can do to help them and spread the word and get it out into the schools, because that's one of the most important things, especially with the kids nowadays. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to do that over the past few months because of everything that's going on. But I think that's one of the biggest things that I think that this coalition has been working on and has been very positive in the community, especially in the Kilgore area. And it's given us ideas to start doing those things and implement those in other areas as well.
Yeah, hopefully this is something we can recreate in other communities.
Right.
I'll tell the viewers a little bit about KBAD. So Kilgore Bulldogs Against Drugs is a great program that really law enforcement and the school district and businesses got together and came up with a way to create an incentive program for students so that whenever they take a pledge to not use drugs and alcohol, they can get perks at local businesses. And then they do little events with the schools, and the school resource officers have been really good with helping to set all that up, and shout out to them for sure. So it's really a great program, and I love having them on the coalition because that means that we don't have to guess what kids think is cool, because we know that they know much more than we do about
Right.
what's going to be an incentive for their peers. So I think that's something that we definitely need to be proud of for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So my other question was, we know that this has been a really hard time for a lot of people, but what would you say is a good silver lining for people that will come out of, us all dealing with COVID?
Well, honestly, I think it's made a lot of our connections stronger. And I know that might seem weird, but a lot of people haven't really gotten into the technology part of staying connected. And so through Zoom and other media outlets, they've been able to kind of make those connections that we haven't before. So I think, especially when we go back to kind of semi-normal, I guess it'll be for a while, that you could actually bring these kind of things in to our meetings and things that we haven't in the past. So maybe when we used to call in, now we might could have a Zoom meeting to actually see face to face more. So I think it actually made us stronger in some aspects because we weren't used to that kind of connection in a way that you might not think you would have until it's put out there and you have to do it. You're kind of forced to learn these new ways. And so I think that's kind of been one of the silver linings out of it, is just learning how to connect better.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it because the coalition covers 4 counties.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to keep everybody informed about what everybody else is doing as best that I can, but I'm hoping we can start Zooming with each other,
Right.
and learning from each other, because the more brains we have working on this issue across the communities, the better. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
excited about that. So I definitely agree, and hopefully we can incorporate that whatever our new normal looks like.
It's the truth.
Yeah. So what are you looking forward to most when life does get back to normal?
Going back to a restaurant and actually not
Mm-hmm.
worrying about, who's around you or how far you are. That I want to be back in those times when you're just enjoying a good meal with family and friends. That's really the number one thing for me.
I know. I miss that. I love to people watch. So this
Mm-hmm.
this has been hard,
Exactly.
not being able to be out and just, watch people. See
Exactly.
their normal, you know, little quirky interactions that people have
Right.
with each other. All right. So I don't know if you have a mug. Did
I
you
do.
bring a
I
mug?
did. I brought a
All right,
mug.
let's see it.
This is my carnival mug, and it makes me happy, and it makes me feel kind of, I don't know, I guess normal, being that we're kind of in crazy time. But this was from our 13th cruise. I get mugs from different cruises. And so this was from our 13th cruise, and maybe one day we'll get to do that again. I don't know. It may not be very soon, but
I know. I forgot that you guys love cruises. I didn't realize you'd been on 13. That's awesome.
yeah.
Where all have you gone?
Oh my, we've gone everywhere from, the last one that we went to were to the Bahamas and down to Key West and all, but my favorite, the best, I guess, location was Roatan and Grand Cayman. So,
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Gosh, it's beautiful down there.
mm-hmm.
So this, hopefully you can read it.
Yeah.
This is my mug. It says, "We rise by lifting others." I just got
Yes.
this recently because it was one of those things that I saw it on the shelf and I was like, that's mine right now. I love it so much.
Right.
I really, especially as I've gotten older, I really believe that, we rise by lifting others. I think that's a great motto.
I agree.
I just am going to geek out a little bit. I just saw one of the former Surgeon Generals wrote a book about loneliness and how it really, really impacts us and impacts our health a lot more than people might realize. And he was talking about how reaching out to others and serving others was a great way to combat that. So
Sure.
one of my little soapboxes. So yeah, that's one of my favorite mugs. Are you a coffee drinker or do you drink something else?
No, well, I used to drink coffee all the time, and then, that didn't work out for me as I got older. But lemon zinger tea or any of those, the decaf kind of teas in the morning, it's kind of I don't know what they're called, natural. They're not really tea, but they're very good herbal kind of stuff. It's very good. That's my favorite.
American Singer. Yeah, that sounds like it would wake you up.
It's good. It's actually really good. It's soothing.
I'll have to try that. I do like tea. I typically have been drinking coffee, getting up at 5 with my toddler. I need something a little
You got to
extra.
have something a little extra. Yeah, I get
But
that.
I'll have to try that tea. That does sound good.
It
Well,
is.
was there anything else that you wanted to add about MAD and the resources that y'all offer?
Well, there's just really a couple of things would be we obviously haven't been able to do our Power Parents or any of those kind of things recently because we do those around prom and the end of the school year for the kids getting into the summertime. So one of the things would be for parents or anyone just to go to the mad.org website and just put in Power Parents, and it comes up, has the manuals and the handbooks and everything else that can go along with trying to open up those conversations with your teens. And so right now is a perfect time to do that. And that's just one of those things that we haven't been able to get out there as well this year. And if there's anybody that's interested in it, I can actually send you the link and they can click on that and do just the online version of it. So that would just be one thing that, especially during this time of the year in the summer and you're home with your kids, you're not, communicating very well. It's a great way to do that.
Yeah, there's lots of tips on Power Parents about the parenting style that gets through to kids. So I think that's really important info. And we'll definitely include that link when we post this for our Facebook viewers.
Exactly.
So that is all the questions that I had. I really appreciate your time, and I appreciate you being a member of our coalition, and I hope I get to see you in person soon.
Thank you, and I hope so too. I'm ready to get back to this kind of normal. We'll see what happens next month.
Me too. All right, well, have a great morning. Talk to you later.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, Rebecca.